Volkswagen Tiguan review. Two of Volkswagen's current models are sold in greater numbers to the UK car buying public than the Tiguan compact SUV, the Golf and the Polo. VW currently sells 11 different cars in this country, more if you count the estates and cabriolets as separate lines, so for the Tiguan to outsell so many of them, considering that it's only now entering a second model generation, tells you that it has become quite popular in a short space of time. The other thing that's interesting about the Tiguan's brisk success story is that it is just a compact SUV, not really a premium SUV, nor a trendy crossover-bodied one, nor a notably quirky or sporty-looking one. Like so many Volkswagens, the Tiguan does it by the book, which is how a good chunk of British buyers like it. 8 years ago, the first-generation version arrived in the UK just as the original Nissan Qashqai sales were taking off. Compared with the Nissan equivalents, the Tiguan's soft suspension grades and resolutely unsporting handling made for a readily intelligible SUV driving experience. But this time, Wolfsburg's answer to the Honda CR-V may bring something a smidgen more risque. This is the first in a series of new VW SUVs and crossovers, all due before the decade's end, that share a new common design language and which will populate every market niche and 4x4 DOM with the Volkswagen model. As it often does with its cars, Volkswagen is offering a wide range of engines in the Tiguan, 3 petrol and 4 diesel, as well as a choice of manual or dual-clutch automatic gearboxes, front or four-wheel drive and regular, lowered sports or jacked-up outdoor suspension setups. Our test car is a 148 bhp 2.0 TDI in SE navigation trim, a combination of powertrain and trim that is predicted to be the most popular in the UK. This section often opens by describing exactly how much a new model has grown upwards, outwards or between the axles. Mostly we detail fairly small dimensional changes, but not so the Tiguan's. Next to the outgoing car, the new model's roof is 33mm lower, its wheel arches extend 30mm farther outwards and it is 60mm longer overall and 77mm longer in the wheelbase. The combined effect is to make the car appear wider, more planted and much less lofty and upright, something to which a higher waistline for the car's body sides contribute tellingly. Bold radiator grille and headlight styling boosts the impression of width and solidity up front, while the sharply cut shoulder lines and bonnet creases and crisp details speak of the kind of technical precision that motivates so many of us to buy German. It's a convincing redesign. Here, the VW Group's MQB platform gets its first outing on an SUV. Its steel construction confers a front transverse engine layout and all-independent suspension via struts at the front and multi-links at the rear, which is predominantly how the first Tiguan was configured. A redesign of the underbody has increased static torsional rigidity at the same time as increasing overall length and enlarging the hatchback opening, and that is no mean feat. The technical specification is equally impressive. As well as choosing between front and Haldex-type clutch-based four-wheel drive, you can option up dynamic chassis control, adaptive damping and the progressive variable rate steering rack. There's an outdoor suspension setup, which raises ride height and ground clearance by around 15mm, or passive sports suspension, which lowers it by the same margin. The engine range includes a 178 bhp 2.0-liter turbo petrol unit and a 237 bhp twin-turbo 2.0-liter diesel, driving through a 7-speed dual-clutch automatic gearbox in both cases. Want premium brand levels of power and mechanical variety from your downsized SUV? You got it. Volkswagen also claims to have taken up to 53 kilograms out of the curb weight, old model for new. That seems entirely believable when the car weighed 1,610 kilograms on our scales, lighter, even, than VW's claim.